Hi, girls.
Hi, Nifemi.
Hi, Nifo.
Finally, I've spoken about this podcast a bit much in the WhatsApp group. Did you think this was gonna happen?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't think. Did you think this was gonna happen?
I spent most of the time laughing at you, so I wasn't really expecting it.
Because I know I have spoken about this thing for, I don't know. I mean, to you guys, maybe 6 months, but generally way more than a year.
Yeah.
And, it's one of those things that you just decide, if not now, when? So I'm like, okay, let's do it.
And you haven't spoken about a particular thing for so long. So you talk about a lot of other things, but this, you were consistent.
Held on to it. Yeah. So I'm like, let's just do it. So here's to nothing. Let's see how it goes. So it's the pilot episode. I couldn't have done it with any other two people because these are the two craziest, yet somehow the most balanced, yet somehow ambitious, resilient, and what did you just say?
Most important people.
Most important people. Most important people. And I couldn't have done it with any other two people. So thank you so much for coming. I'm sure if there was zero notice, you guys will be here, irrespective of whatever you have on your plate, which I know is a lot. So thank you. I don't take it for granted. So let's get into it. What do you think? Do you think you'll be serious? Do you think you'll be... What do you think? What's the vibe I'm giving?
I think it'll be serious and fun.
What do you think? Because Chinwe wearing her serious glasses.
I think it'll be like banter. I think it'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
How serious can it get?
It's three of us. Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine. But that's sort of the vibe we're trying to get. You want to be able to say things that are relatable, impactful, things that are important. But yet you're not going to say it in a critical manner or an advice-ish sort of manner. You're saying it so that people can pick what is important to them, what they can use, and hopefully we're impacting some young or old or middle-aged women out there. So that's why we're doing this. So let's get serious. I'll start. The first question it's a bit cliche, but let's take it like that. So it's what's on your plate? What's really on your plate? Not what people assume to be on your plate. So not what's on my plate, my mother, my father. So what is really on your plate? What are those things you're juggling with behind the scenes? I mean, we're here now. I'm looking all decked up. What are things you're juggling with on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah.
I will start with.
Oh, sorry.
For me position,
You go first.
You see me on that.
Okay, senior Uma. Sorry, ma.
Okay, I mean, for me, so I'm turning 40 this year.
Woo!
Yeah. It's funny you call me senior. I have a couple of people that call me senior. I hate it because they're younger. But everything feels heightened for me right now. And I don't know why. I don't know if the expectations people have of you or you have of yourself because you're turning 40. But what has pretty much happened to me most of January is like a stock taking type situation. And when I say heightened, let me break it down. For every wheel, imagine you have a wheel for your life, and this is your career, your spiritual life, your parenting, finances. I've been thinking about everything in a different way. I've been thinking about being a bit more proactive. I won't say intentional, but I think intentional, the word is cliche. And let me give you an example. In terms of work, I say everything is heightened because I've suddenly come to a realization that I love what I do, but I'm building someone's dream. And I'm happy to build that dream. I love what I do. I love the support that I bring into the ecosystem that I have or that we have where I work. But there's been that nudge about legacy. Like, okay, what are your legacy plans? What do you want to do outside of this? And it's become so nagging and it became so heightened in this season, this 40 season. I turned 40 in March. For instance, spirituality as well. I keep thinking, okay, how can I be a better Christian? And it's not even in terms of followership, like church, but how do I build like a better relationship with God, one-on-one, understand the word better, just do a few things. Parenting, I've started to think, oh my God, I want Danola, my first son, to be very upstanding. I want him to be a good person. It's been about outcomes. What am I going to give now to get these outcomes? How do I parent better? How do I, get a bit more involved? Because let me just say most of my 30s, I've been winging it. I'm not like, I didn't have a book that would tell me what to do. But because now I'm a bit more self-aware, I'm beginning to see the gaps. And I'm like, okay, how do I do this better? Even in terms of finances, What do I need to do better?
Yeah, we talk to finance.
We talk talk about it all the time, right? The friendship, oh my God, has been. It's been an eye opener. I'm trying to be better at the way I approach friendship. If you pick me, I want to pick you more. I want to do more. I want to be a better friend. And I'm saying that everything is just heightened in this season, and I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate it. So that's really what's been on my plate. I feel like it's going to be on my plate for most of this year, because the action items I've put to most of these things, and it's how do I achieve it? What do I need to achieve it? So how do I become more proactive in doing these things and I get those better outcomes? And that's pretty much what I think I'm going to juggle this year.
So to summarize, your career is on your plate. Like what your legacy, your career, your kids are on your plate.
Absolutely.
The spirituality is on your plate.
Yes.
What else did you say?
Friendship
Relationships. Friendship relationships are on your plate.
I didn't say something, mentorship. I'm looking for that as well.
Are you looking to have a mentor or to mentor someone?
I mentor currently girls in tech, but I want a mentor. I've never had a mentor before. Well, I did have one, in my early days, but I feel like now I need a lot more guidance in what I do. So I look forward to finding
Did you peep into my cue cards? There's something on mentorship.
No, baby, I didn't. Yes. But I'm looking
we'll come to that. We'll come to that. I mean, you have a solid plate. I'll tell you that you have a solid plate.
Thank you.
Chinwe, before we got on camera and everything started, we made a joke to say that, we have plates. Chinwe has a tray. So I would ask the question to her to say, what's on your tray?
You're putting a lot of pressure on me. What if,
No pressure.
What if my plate isn't, my tray isn't even as full as Labisi's plate? So I feel like I enjoy listening to Labisi, and I see how it's different because, Nifemi said I'm in mid-30s. I do not agree with that. But I guess we're at different phases in our lives, like different things matter to us. The similar buckets, but just the way it matters. I feel like for me, what's on my plate, the same things I've been on my plate like 10 years ago. I would say family first. Just, generally trying to be a better wife. Better wife. I'm not a bad wife.
No,
better wife, better mom. Just trying to be there for my family as much as possible. I think that's the biggest part of my plate. My career as well, very important. Prior to marriage, I think career was the biggest part of my plate. But of course, once I got married, started having kids, a lot of the attention shifted to family. So career, I discussed with Nifemi earlier. I look back on something. I think, am I really where, in terms of where I want to be? Maybe I'm at the right location, but am I in the right position? I'm not really sure. So that has been something that has kept me up a lot these days. Thinking about that and trying to figure out like next steps. What do I do and all of that. So family, career. There's friendship. I think like over the years, my friendships have evolved over the years. And I think in this season of my life, yes, I have friends. Am I trying to be a better friend? I think I'm a good enough friend. I don't know that. Can I improve?
If you pick me, or what's that thing Bisi said? Yeah, if you pick me.
Yes. I had a phase where people always say I have a lot of friends, but I always say no. I don't. I know a lot of people, but I don't think I have a lot of friends. I also realized I'm one of those people that if you're nice to me and you love bump me, I'm like, okay, sure, this person likes me, wants to be my friend. But right now, no, it's not happening. I'm at the phase where I have to like carefully select my friends and reassign friendships. This is close acquaintances and associates and all of that. Not everyone has been my friend. So career, family, career, friendship. I take my fitness very important as well. I've always been an active person. Last year, my thing was CrossFit. I'm newly postpartum. Is that the right word? So right now that's on hold. So I'm looking to go back. I'm always doing something. If it's not CrossFit, it's spinning, it's running, it's jumping ropes. I'm just always doing something. And that's very important to me. Fitness. What else? I think academics, like I have 2 degrees. I intend on getting 2 more possibly.
Okay.
So I'm taking time to think of like when is the right time to pursue these dreams and all of that. Oh, and of course, like side like businesses. I probably have something. I have something I'm doing at the moment, but I think we have a lot of conversations on what else can we do, what can be done, how can we increase our
sources.
How can we, make more money and all of that. It's very important. And finance is very important as well. But I feel like not much pressure because maybe I still
Because
feel...
she's got money.
No, I don't have money. Definitely not that. I still feel I'm young and I'm still like in denial that maybe I'm in my mid-30s, but yeah, I still feel like I'm young. So not a lot of pressure.
Who is old?
No, you said 40, you feel, so
Okay,
maybe not a lot of pressure on my end when it comes to finances, but definitely I need to get that right. That's another very important bucket. So in summary, I don't know if I mentioned spirituality is important as well. Of course, I try, I'm trying to be a better Christian as well. I think for me, my plate has always it's been constant. It's the same things. I'm not chasing anything new. I'm not chasing a new hobby. It's just the same 8 things on my plate that I have been trying to figure out this past few years.
Can I say something?
Yes, by all means.
In case my husband is watching this,
you are
I
on my
actually
plate.
want to be a better wife. I don't know how I missed that out, but you are number
the
one.
chicken on this
Yes,
plate. Yeah,
yes, you are the plate.
You are the plate. Yeah. Please, he's listening. I mean, it's a pilot episode, and I've picked both of you as well because we're going to just have a lot of conversations, and this episode will be much longer than the others. I mean, expectedly so. So I will take a stab at the questions just so that it's not one-sided. What's on my plate?
What's on your plate?
Okay, what is really on my plate? First, work, right? I'm from the get-go, even up to now, I'm a very career-driven, ambitious type of person. So if I was to divide my plate properly, I would put career, right? But as Chinwe mentioned earlier, so if career was 50% of my plate, which as we get into the podcast, I think it will become more apparent that life is in seasons. So as a season of my life, career was 75% of my plate because it could be, there was nothing else. So career definitely on my plate. I think career is more so on my plate now. I mean, less space, but it's on my plate now because I'm in that uncomfortable era. I'm in that era where I need to decide. There's just this nagging thing. I mean, like, not legacy, but I just feel like I can do more. Like, I'm just unsettled. So that's how career is on my plate. It's not, I want to be more, whatever. I want to do my best at work, but I'm also thinking, what else do I need to do as a person to add value to myself? To just, So career is on my plate. Is on my plate. She's almost 4. But I have this sense that, and I don't know if it's mom guilt or if it's just me, I have this sense that I am not there as much as I should be, right? So I have a very demanding job, but I have a very wonderful partner. He does more of the heavy lifting. In fact, he does more of the lifting. I just buttress. So I feel like I'm not there as much as I ought to be. So she's particularly, like, I wrote some things at the beginning of the year, and she's particularly there. There are certain things I see people's children do, and I'm like, she's not here swimming. She's not here doing hello everybody on. I mean, I know it's some silly pressure I put on myself, but again, just because I feel I'm not there like I should be, or I can do better, I don't know. So my daughter is particularly on my plate in that instance. Spirituality sounds very cliche, but I don't go to church. I used to, but then I stopped. And then I think technology made it worse for me. I just stream it sometimes. And streaming is not the same as going. Let nobody deceive you. You watch 30 minutes, you get distracted, So I think I know I want to be closer to God in a purposeful way, in a talk to me, let me talk to you way. Like, have a relationship with him, whether I go to church or not. So that's very key on my plate. I'm running an MBA program, definitely on my plate. There's too many assignments and nonsense things that just nags at me. Finances, yes. And it's on my plate because as a family, we have a lot of shared dreams. And most of these things you need money to facilitate. And I'm sort of like the money head of the family. Like, I'm the one who puts in the Excel sheets. My husband I think his own is to find it. My own is to drop the investment plan and stuff. So finance is on my plate a lot. I think now what I'm putting on my plate newly is myself. So I do all of these things. Everything I say is about me, but even me as Nifemi, I'm never on my plate. Like, I don't do a lot of things. I don't workout thing. I work out with lip service. I barely do anything. I don't walk. I don't check what I eat. I don't do all of this. I don't do hospital checks. I don't take care of the engine. So I put myself on my plate for the year. Like, I will do a couple of things. I will get a gynecologist. Those are sort of things I'm juggling. So just the same things, but just in different forms, right? So.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah. Friendships.
It's
not on your plate, clearly.
Friendships. It's on my. Again, I don't want to answer for answering's sake, right? It's important. Honestly, there's a topic in the series of the podcast that focuses on friendships and sisterhood. I feel like you can't go through life without friends. It's impossible. You're going to need your friends at one stage of your life or another. You need them there. So why I don't want to put friendship as a standalone plate item is also borrowing from her words. I have very few friends. I know very many people. If I were to turn 40 today and choose to do a party and seat 300, 500, I probably will be able to fill a room. But maybe 5 of you are my close friends in the circle. So I have 3 to 5 friends. You've known me for years. I'm not your everyday check on you person, but I want to believe they know that I am there. And when it matters, I show up. So yes, I want to be a better friend, but it's not a line item, for me right now. Because I think there are other places where I'm lacking a lot more that I need to work on. Absolutely. Yes. And I don't have many friends. And I think it's too late in my life to start.
Yeah, nobody would.
I mean, we can find both.
Nobody would.
Yes. Case in point, I'm doing the master's program. We're 70 in a class. And there's this, you have to network. That's why we are here. You have to, girl, that didn't work. I network for like two episodes of the classroom. After that, I'm like, no, I can't do this. Like, I can't be asking 7 people all the time, where do you work? Is your daughter? I can't. Yeah. So you just, at some certain point in your life, your circle is your circle, and then you just figure a way out to deal with the other people. So I think the second question I had was, so of all the things we've mentioned, we sort of touched on it, but I just want us to talk about it a bit more. So of all the things we've mentioned, what feels heaviest? Like, okay, if you were to pick one thing from your plate, or the one thing that bothers you the most on this plate, what feels heaviest? What feels like the most important thing you need to, pick out of it?
For me, to be honest,
I'm tuning your volume.
I'm
turning you up.
It has to be parenting. I feel like, again, I said it, I feel like I did a bit of winging in my 30s, and I can see some gaps now. Parenting. I can see some gaps with the kids. Not that they're not doing all right. Grades are not good at school, or, one is not swimming, but I'm seeing some little things that I'm like, oof, we have to fix this. How are we going to fix it? And I'm not with you 24/7. I'm home at 7 p.m. You're probably in bed. For me, it's really heavy on my plate. It's like, how do I sort of fix these little gaps that I'm seeing? My daughter is a little more assertive now, almost borderline snooty.
No, but all of them.
Yeah, but when it's a bit much, where someone can be like, she mouthy. I'm trying to fix that. I'm not trying to dumb her down. I'm just trying to find balance in a lot of things. And I don't know why, but that's where I really want to focus on this year. I've started doing things like Bible study at night.
For the kids.
To spend time with them. Good. Just talk about, normal things in life. Forgiveness, happiness, kindness. Just trying to spend more time on. I feel like my son doesn't talk to me as much. I feel like he just doesn't talk because I don't engage him, because I don't have time to engage him as well. He's 10 in June. So he knows a lot, but he just doesn't say because no one is getting it out of him. So I'm just trying to be there. I'm just trying to find balance, regulate them, regulate myself, close the gaps where I feel like, we can be better in this area of his life. If I've noticed a bit of gaps in academics as well. How can I support, right? Because you can't actually put the pressure on the school. There's a little bit of support that should come from home. So, that's really heavy on my plate this year. I didn't talk about health, but, there's that anxiety as you turn 40, because there are actually some tests that they'll say to you when you're doing your check, well, just come back when you're 40. And you're thinking, why do I have to come back when I'm 40?
I didn't know this.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I want to take care of myself. You said that, and it's weird that it didn't come to me, but you made me think about it in that moment. How can I take better care of myself? Health-wise, what am I doing? Little pockets of enjoyment, book a spa session here. Yeah. Just relax. It's not that serious. It's life. So I want to live a little, but I want to take care of myself. I want to do the right health checks. I want to get fit, have a better body. Like you said, it's an engine, right? And there's something that
you can't give what you don't have.
Yeah, this is the host carrying the engine. Let me take care of it so it can do better.
No, it's important because like you can't pour from an empty cup. Like if you think about it, my mother is the most phenomenal woman I've ever met. But as I cast my mind back, now that I'm in that phase, so to speak, I'm in my mid-30s. By the time she was in her mid-30s, she's had 4 of us already. She's, so. But you could see they were burnt out.
Yeah.
But they just didn't know. They couldn't stop. They were burnt out. So I can think about it now to say I will take care of myself because it's what I have that I can help you people with. I cannot. Yeah, yes, exactly. So Chinwe, what's the area on your plate?
I'll say family, and in a slightly different manner. So yes, family is heavy on my plate because it's the most important section of my plate. But everyone that knows me knows that I'm not a fan of outsourcing. So it makes the daily operations really stressful. Like I can go a whole day and at the end of the day I'm just exhausted and it happens every day. But I'm fine with it. Like I don't know if I like it, but I just feel like I have to do it. So yeah, for me it's more of the day-to-day, the laundry, that's what makes my plate heavy. The laundry, the cooking, everything I have to do to keep the home running. So for me, yes. So of course, like I'm very analytical review. So coming into the year, I'm like, okay, how do I, and even like the way I do things, like, so this year, my kids eat different things. And I'm like, you know what, we can't continue like this. We need to streamline. We need to, excuse me, I can't make this for like 2 different kinds of breakfast. And we don't get to eat because, hey, they're priority. So 2 different kinds of breakfast, 2 different kinds of lunch. Come on, who's going to do that? 2 different kinds of snacks to school. No. What? I'm not going to. So coming to this year is like, you know, you guys, you're going to eat. You're going to eat boiled eggs. You're going to eat fish. You're going to eat chicken. We're going to eat this. We have a timetable and there's no kids, adults. It's the same timetable. Yeah. So maybe for where you have stuff like salads, you give them something else, but it's generally the same timetable. So things like that, I'm just trying to see how to be more efficient running my home, trying to streamline things, trying to be more organized. I feel like I am a very highly organized person. And I feel like as long as I have proper planning and organization, I can do stuff. So for me, I'm trying to organize my home much better this year to like try and to keep things as light as they can get. Yeah. So yeah.
But then I'll piggyback on that. So I know you. I've known you girls forever. I know you don't like to outsource anything. Or most things. You don't like to outsource your core, your family, and all those sort of things. Is there a main reason why? And I'm asking this because I'm sure you can't see in life, anything we're doing, 1 million people are doing, we can't be alone. Nobody's that, nobody's a unicorn. Yeah. So if you're not outsourcing, I'm sure there are many women that don't do this as well. I'm just trying to understand why. Yeah, exactly. So why? Like what is the reason?
I mean, people are different. Everyone is different. Backgrounds are different. And yeah, I feel we all have different personalities. We have different ways we view things. So I think those are the kind of things that shape us. I think it's just a me thing. And generally, I'm not very comfortable with having people in my space. So it's a big thing for me. It's a very big thing for me to have people in my space. I'm not going to say more than that, but yes, like even living with my own family in my space, sometimes it's like, oh God, why did they do this? I'm not gonna share this with you guys. You're stressing me out. So yeah, it's very difficult. So I just don't like to get people into my space. And also, I've always had a problem with delegation, like even at work. Like it took years to learn how to delegate. I just feel like, what's that thing they say? If you want to get something done, do it yourself. So that's why I'm and I think I'm also controlling. I dream it a certain way and I feel like I'm the best to execute it. I don't know how to delegate. So I think that's something else. So you being in my space, me having to manage you, and then even coupled with the fact that I don't know how to delegate, it's just, I think those are the main things that don't let me just get people to do stuff that I feel like I should be doing. I also like to be self-sufficient because I feel like if I rely so much on people, what if they're not there tomorrow? So I just train myself in a way that, you know what, just act like, and I feel like with the kids, it's a fixed number of years. We don't have them. What's that thing they say? The days are long, but the years are short. I'm only going to do this for what seems like a short time. So that's me.
Why not? No, it's fine.
Yeah. And
it's very valid.
I feel like I always have to defend because all my friends are always coming for me. I have friends that tell me stuff like, there's no award for that. I'm like, you think I'm doing this for an award? There's no award for I don't even appreciate the fact that people tend to judge my, I won't say parenting style, but my style. Yeah. Because I don't judge your style. You're saying there's no award for me doing things. Is there an award for you doing things the way you're doing? So no, it's just the way I choose to and I'm comfortable with. And I feel like I'm very aware and I would know when I do need help. And I feel like going into like over time I've always done things myself, but going into last year, I got my husband to do most of.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? I can't. I realize. I think I got to the point where I realized that, you know what, you can't do all of these things. Like, and I know, like, it's not his fault because everyone's always on my case. You know, get this person, get this. I'm like, no, no, no. So he shouldn't have to do all of those things. But hey, this is where we are. This is what I want. So you need to help more.
Come to the
do more.
plate. I get it. Why do you outsource? So no judgment. Just why do you? Okay, so I'm also not full on outsourcing, but the things I can outsource, and I think I've been lucky, particularly with domestic help, right? So I've had a nanny. I've had two nannies. I've gone through two nannies. I have one. I have a driver. You know, I do a bit of cooking. I don't have a chef. That's an ongoing battle. But I mean, you outsource. What are the things you outsource, and why do you outsource? Also, just thinking of what Chinwe has said. So, do you love people in your space? Or do you like? So, why do you outsource?
First things first, I don't care about. I'm fine with people in my space. I grew up with in a very, very large home. I have 13 siblings. We're 13, right? So I grew up with lots of help. At some point, we probably had 6, 7 people going and coming around the space. So I'm comfortable with that. But it makes my life easy, given the kind of job I've had to do. In my early years in my career, it didn't feel like so much because I was a junior. So maybe one nanny was fine. I could go home and cook and do a bunch of stuff. You know, it was fine. I could drive to work, go back home at whatever time. But then as the family became larger, one baby came, I moved into a fintech company and I thought, whoosh,
this is work.
Culture shock. What? I'm working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. My husband has not had lunch, dinner. And I think I started that job right bang in the middle of COVID, right? So I would be at my office desk, but I couldn't move because I was in meetings. So guess what? I didn't even get to cook. He just thought, I'm not going to starve. I support your work. So work, you get, but let's get a chef so that I can eat. And he doesn't joke with his food. So that for me was a huge relief on the family front. But everything else, apart from the fact that it makes my life easier, it just helps me navigate everything better. With the kids, who will take them to school if I have to be at my desk at 8:30? So a driver solves that for me. Of course, nannies. I don't have any particular reservations around people. I love the family. Chinwe, I love it. I love your style. I wish I could be
You don't have to, no.
No, I'm saying it. I admire that you broke it down that way, right? But I've never thought about it like that. It's like if there's someone like she said, people are different, people have been raised differently. Yeah. So I also grew up with a lot of people helping. Polygamy, huge house, 3 wives, lots of kids. Absolutely. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's helping. Do you know what I mean? So it just didn't feel unnatural to me. It felt like the next thing to do.
And I mean, just to even butt in there, right? So I think what is resonating and what is truer than people think is the way we were brought up. Your childhood, your environment, it sort of shapes everything you do when you grow up. Like you are not too far from it. The apple and the tree,
fall too far
they're like this. Yeah. Because I remember when I just turned, in my early 20s, and if I must have said it to one of, if not you, basically maybe Chinwe. I remember for the longest time, maybe it was Nollywood. All the dream I had was to stand on the balcony and shout, "What are you people cooking?" That was all. I just wanted to be a madam. Whether I was Mr. Chief, I just wanted to do. What are you people cooking downstairs? So getting married, having a nanny, it didn't seem unnatural. It just seemed like that's what we do when we marry. Exactly. Right? And again, we've also been fortunate with good helps. If you go through terrible people, you wouldn't. You arrange yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I think a lot of us do this because you can. Honestly, you will sit up and do certain things.
If you lived in England,
you figure it out. You would have to, and you find it one way. You were going to say something.
Okay, I was going to say that. So I mean, just like the both of you, I had a large family as well. My dad had 16 kids.
No way.
You don't know that?
I know you have an only baby. I'm sorry, love.
Oh, sorry. You know my other life. No, I have 2 lives, and the 2 lives like have present themselves in differently. Yeah. So I'm the only child of my mom, but my dad has 16 kids, and we all live together.
Wow.
And there was a time where my mom was the only woman in the house, so she had to take care of all the kids. So I come from a large home, but I have also lived alone with my mom. So I've lived both lives, and this is just me. This is how it works for me. So yeah, 16 kids, and you have the house, you have people from the village that, so we also we did have a lot of help as well. But my mom was also someone, just like you said, my mom was also someone that liked to do a lot of things herself. So even if we had all of those help, so I think so even seeing her, like growing up now, I feel like I'm becoming more and more like my mom. We had help, we had everything, we had drive, we had everything, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just chose the other way. And another thing, because I've been thinking about it recently, I feel like phase of life as well. I think I'm where you were in your early days at the bank, where you needed less hands. Of course, there's some roles I'll take up now that I'm not going to have as much time as I have with my family. So it's things that I'm also anticipating, that your life can change in a certain manner, and are you prepared to make the changes that are required? So I think right now it feels like I can manage it, I can handle it. But if it calls for additional support, I'm happy to take. But I just feel like if I don't need to, I don't have to.
So let's segue a bit into career. So we're all similar. We're working, we're wives, we're moms, we're friends, and all of that stuff. Do you think, I'll take it from a childbearing angle. Do you think women lose time or lose track at career because you had children? Do you think it takes away from your timeline career-wise?
Do you want to go first?
We should start with the person that has the most children.
I feel like it did. I feel like it did take it. Like, I mean, no regrets, but I feel like it did take away from me. Even if the organizations will claim that, oh no, we don't discriminate. I feel like it did, because I had I had all my children in different organizations, and I felt it. I knew how it translated to my career growth. Did I mind? No. Do I feel I'll catch up? Yes. So yeah, I feel like it did take away.
It did take away.
Certainly.
I think in particularly the finance industry, there's an unspoken rule about it. So they're gonna, of course, you're not gonna say I'm not going to go on maternity leave. Hello, will I born at the desk?
Are you gonna get that promotion?
Yeah. So you let me go, yes, but then they're gonna tell you, oh, you have worked for 8 months. Somebody has done 12 months. You have done the thing band for band, but the guy is gonna get the next level. Yeah, it's unspoken, but I feel they do it. But you've gone into other industries. What's your take on it?
Do you know what? It's weird. And it could be in the way the team I worked with operated when I was at the bank. It was very project-based. It was very heavy on projects and your contribution to projects. The heavy lifting you did. And to be honest, my promotions came when I had my babies, to be honest, because of how much I contributed to those projects. So I went on leave just getting promoted. So I can't actually I can't really say it took away. I think it's because of the style of the work, and it's because of the type of the company that I worked for at the time. It was just very heavy on projects. The brand and comms team, you contribute, you're at the forefront, you take ownership, and somehow you get that's your reward. But that's not to say that's how it's supposed to be, but that's sort of how it worked out for me. So you've gone away on maternity leave and you have increased pay, you have your time off, you come back. Yeah.
You can't answer. You can't say it takes or it doesn't take away.
I had my both kids in that same company, that same institution, the same department.
Let me spin it for you in a different way. If you had a third child now, do you think it would affect your career? Or you've gone too far?
You are right. It will so affect me. It will affect me. I'm 100% sure. I can see it. I can see where I work. I can see how forgotten you are once you're out of
what's
sight.
Going on. Yes.
It's definitely going to affect me for sure. And that gives me anxiety because I do want to have
a third child.
Geriatric. Let me see. Geriatric pregnancy.
Somebody say
praise the Lord. But I just do not know how to.
I am being dragged left, right, center, top, down, but to have a second. What a wow.
But listen to business speak. To be fair, actually, I think it depends on where you are. I think it was just having my first child and the first job that gave me that impression. If I look back and I look at the other places, I feel like it was different. And why it stood out for me, okay, so the first job, where we all worked, or where we all met, it was more of the department where we worked was very quota based. So even if you're not pregnant, it's a thing of you're 60 in the department and 10% is going to go top 6.
They're looking for a way to cut you.
It's not just top 6, like best 6. It's like, oh, this person has been on the same level. So there's a place for best, maybe like two slots or 3 slots. And then there's, oh, this person has been on the same level for 6 years. It's only fair that we let the person go. So it was really tough to get promoted naturally. And then you get pregnant. And I have a senior colleague, one of your bosses, that told me, you know what? You're pregnant. Forget about it. Like, focus on your pregnancy. Take all the sick days you can take. Take all the, because nothing is going to. And you know, that stayed in memory, lingered in memory for so long. Because like, no, and if you see me in my pregnancy period,
I did it.
I'm not pregnant. I'm a normal person because I'm not giving anything away. I'm wearing my heels. I wear my heels till I live till 8 months till I leave the office. I'm wearing my heels. I'm doing the work like a normal person. I don't want to.
Pregnancy is a disease.
It's not.
Yeah. And even on days I wasn't allowed to be tired because I'm like, no, you're not going to be tired. You're going to go. You're going to act like a normal person and all of that. And even in all of that, even showing up every day, I had a boss that told me, oh, don't be like this. You are just like this person. I'm like, this person has 6 months bed rest. How am I like this person? I come in every day. I do my 9 to 5 and you still say, so it's almost like you can't win. No matter what, they still see you as you're pregnant, you have a disease. Like you're not up to par. You're not going to do the work. And another thing I think about it, because I try to rationalize stuff and I also try to give management grace. I'm like, okay, you know what? You're pregnant 9 months. You're probably not no matter how much I try to do everything, you're probably not at your best. There are some days fatigue, you just want to sleep. So I'm not at my best 9 months. And then you go on maternity leave for 3 to 4 months. So that's like a full year. And when things are tight, do you really want to give me that slot? So maybe not. And then even when you come back from maternity leave, you're going to work like reduced hours. So I'm like, okay, maybe practically from a practical solution position, maybe they're right to do that. Maybe, but I feel like I would say on that first job, it did take away. On the second job, they didn't really care. I did my interview pregnant. And they found out, like, and I know at that moment, everyone was like, oh, you're pregnant. How are you going to get a job? Like, it's almost impossible for you to get a new job in this place, like in a place like this, and you're pregnant. I was 2 months pregnant. And in my final interview, the CEO asked me how I wanted to expand my family, or stuff like that, personal questions. And I'm like, oh, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh, do your interviewers, the previous interviewers, they know? I'm like, no, it didn't come up. You guys do medicals, right? To find out if you're looking for it. And so I'll say it was really on my first job. I think the other jobs didn't really give. To be fair, didn't really give that
much.
Yeah, that vibe.
But I think, and I may not be speaking for everyone, right? And I don't have numbers to back this up, but I think in general, it takes away. Having children takes away from your career trajectory somehow. Not like it takes away in like you're never going to catch up, but it just resets things because everything in life is what have you done for me lately? If I'm not been around in 6 months, somebody else, whatever I'm not doing, somebody else is doing it. And the person sort of has to get the reward. So you have to come back, double up, and then try to catch up. But I think overall, it sort of still takes away from you. For me, I have one child. Let me, I don't know if, I don't want to say it took away because I was also mindful. So you guys had your children, your 20s. I had my daughter, I was already in my
advanced maternal age.
How old am I now? I mean, I was already in my 30s. I was sort of mid-level already. So I already had appreciation of how work works. I know that there's a place for merit. There's a place for perception. There's a place for noise. I already understood how work worked. And I knew I got married. I was having a baby. I front-loaded things. Oh my God. In those months preceding my having, I was 110.
I think it's mommy brain. I don't know about anyone else, but I get into work and I'm all muddled up and I'm just thinking, okay, what am I doing? There was always that, what am I doing? I just always feel lost for a second, like, okay, how am I going to attach back? Again, I feel like it also has to be the kind of department I worked for. It's like you said, rightly, no matter what happened before you left, things have happened, projects are happening non-stop. Someone is filling your role.
It has to get that relevance again. Somebody has
closed
closed the deal.
Do you know what I mean? You're thinking, where do I fit in? And you're scrambling to fit. Then you finally find a spot and you're just not even able to navigate the sport.
The issue I did have was ambition. I finished school at 18. I had
which school now so that they can know? Because some people are finishing secondary school at 18.
I had my first degree.
Yes.
I had my first degree at 18 years old. So I had these big dreams. I had everything lined out, places I wanted to be at by the time I was 30. And then I did get married. I won't say really early, but relatively early.
When did you get married?
What age?
25.
Oh, okay.
So, and And in that short period, like between when my husband met me to marriage, and then I got married and I had a baby, I'm like, okay, I was ambitious, but I'm just like, maybe ambition has taken a back seat because my family is more important now. Now I want to breastfeed. Like, I think things just shifted. Like, oh, I want to give my baby. I want to give my. I'm gonna work. I'm going to do my work. I will do 9 to 5. I'll do overtime. I'll do whatever I need to do. But I have chosen what is more important. And so for me, I felt like there was that shift. And even as I progressed, as I changed jobs, I started choosing jobs based on what was important, the most important to me. So family, I need more time. So while I'm not in the phase where, oh, I want to be MD CEO, I'm just trying to create a healthy balance where I'm doing good work, I'm being recognized, I'm progressing nicely, but I do have time for my family. I think for me, that's very, very important.
We juggle half of the things we juggle is family.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, I mean, no judgment and no comparing. So in our small circle of Instagram, of WhatsApp, we always do this when people do 50-50 man, woman. So this is not even to compare anything, but I am very sure men don't. There's no way you sit 3 men down and they do, how am I at work, cause my family, and I think the realities are different for both genders.
Oh yeah, they're very different, because even now, for example, if a woman has a baby, 2 years or 3 years, or a new baby, and then you have a trip, you have to think like, how are things going to work when like, can I go? Can I take this trip? But for a man, you don't even have to think about it. You are going to go and there's nothing to consider. There's nothing. The house is going to run. Even if there's no breastfeeding involved, even if the children are 2, 1 year old and there's no breastfeeding, the house is going to run fine, and you know it. But as a woman, is questioning every day, is the house going to run fine? There was a time my kids and I were on different time zones, and I had to be waking up
at their time zone.
At their time zone, like, meaning I'll just sleep for 2-3 hours to ensure that they get to school right on time. Everyone like does everything they need to do. Yeah. So, man, I mean, not my husband in this case. I'm just saying generally, men don't have to deal with that.
So yeah, because you see a lot of content on social media that is almost almost like you're, I don't want to say insulting, but almost like you're saying, oh, the traditionalness of it, or the way we have discussed things. Oh, I'm sure some people watch this and say, look at this pick me women. What is that? Wake up. You see what I mean?
Pick me.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm the poster.
The priorities, honestly, is equality and equity are different things. The priorities are different. Men, if you sit men down, these things on their plates, they need a basket. They need a full thing. But what we are juggling is just different. If you could go back somehow to our early 20s, to when we just were thinking, should we write this exam, this training school or not? Like, I'm just saying far back there. So 21 for you, maybe 22 or 23 for me. 30, what? I'm joking.
I mean, maybe 27.
No, back then.
No, maybe 26 actually.
26-ish. Given how our lives are now, given the outcome you have now, if you were to change a few things, if you were to do certain things differently, I mean, this is not like regret or anything, but if you were to do certain things differently, what would it be? And I'm asking this because definitely there are people that are watching this that are just starting their career journey, just coming out of school. So this sort of thing will be important to them. If we were to do something differently, given what we know now, what would it be? I could start to make it easier. Oh, you're good.
Putting me on the spot. Please start.
I could start because I've had time to think about it. Actually, I wrote the questions. I had my answer. So, for me, starting with, I think I'll invest in myself a lot earlier, right? And I explain. So we started CFA in our early 20s. I should have just finished it. So I'm at the last level, but like, I'll do it later. I'll get married. And then the minute you get married, even forget children, the minute you get married, your priorities sort of start to change. What matters, things just move around on your plate. Then when you have children, break the plate. It takes a different level of, how will I call it, perseverance, and a different level of intentionality to do certain things when you have a full family. Because just as a woman, it's how we're wired. So I wish I did all that investment early on. Maybe did a proper second degree earlier on, like be a bit more academic. So I'm doing an MBA now, but it's MBA, it's executive, it's MBA. I like the grit of academic work a bit. So I wish I did that earlier. The second thing, I mean, that still nags at me, I wish I traveled more earlier in my life, right? And that thing hooked me when I was going to travel maybe a few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago. And then, there's a part where they say, what countries have you been to? More, they're called Dubai, Ghana, Dubai. I'm like, these people will soon think I'm carrying something to the Emirates. So, and I'm sure, this sort of things weighs in when you're being accessed for a visa and all of that stuff. Until tomorrow, I think is one of the reasons, or one of the things that, impeded me from having my child wherever I wanted to have her. You know, we were young, we had money relatively. Things were cheaper. You could take one salary and travel. Now, things were cheaper. Visas were not this difficult. Trump was not trumping. Like, things were much easier. So I wish I did all of that early on. You know, build your travel list, your travel whatever, and invested in myself properly, and cultivated certain habits early on. So all this eat right, no good. Or if you started those things straight from your 20s, they become your habits, sort of. And so I just wish I did all of that stuff, you know, a bit earlier.
I just want to say, you're never too late to start. So you know, you're
I'm
20s.
travel now.
You said so you said something, even eating right and all of that. You can start,
yeah, absolutely.
So it's fine.
No, absolutely. No, but and I'll let you finish your thought. But again, I see that thing a lot. And this is not to discourage anybody who wants to start something and is like, oh no, like of course you can start anything at any time. But I believe that the outcome of certain things depend on the season you're starting them. So you can have children in your 50s, you can have children in your 40s, but the sort of effort that will go into doing it is not the same sort of effort that would happen if you're in your 20s. You can start a career in your 40s, but if you started it in your 20s, you can fail more. You can, you can start anything anytime, but I feel the seasons determine the outcome. If you started eating right and going to a gym in your 20s, and now that you're having kids, you have reservoir now. You can just that's how I understand. You can start anytime, but I think the outcomes are sort of different. And we've come to a place where we just pick out the unicorns. You know, the owner of KFC started at 65. How many people else are successful at 65? It's just, I think for me, it's just the science of it. The earlier you start something, the more chances you have to fail at it and become better at it. So again, if you're out there, you can start anytime. But if you're young enough, start today. The best time to plant a tree
is now.
Yesterday. The next best time.
Sorry.
Today. No. What do we have today?
No, exactly. You're not promised tomorrow, so start today. That's it. But whenever you wake up, it's your morning. But start early.
Can I go? Okay.
Start now.
I feel like for me, not much there. I feel like everything went according to plans in terms of I want to spend 5 years at this institution. Maybe I did 6 because of a reason, plus or minus. Yeah, so it's fine. The only thing I would have changed was to have my second degree earlier. I indeed had plans of going to have my second degree earlier. I wanted to go to Imperial. I was 19, but things didn't happen the way I planned it. But in hindsight, I could have done things better. I just felt, this was the only option. And when the option didn't work, I didn't consider the other. I didn't know the other alternatives. So yeah, degree earlier, because now I had to go and do a degree. In my old age, I carried my children to another country, and
which was amazing.
It wasn't. I think that was the toughest thing I did, but I did it because I had to do it. So
great.
Over to you, girl.
What do you think? So just to refresh, because we've dragged this question a bit. What do you think you could have done differently, in your early 20s, given the outcome, or given whatever the kind of life we're living now? And this is, again, I go back. This is not a regret. It's just, if I did this differently, maybe the outcome would be different now, or maybe the outcome would be better.
Absolutely.
So that's just it.
It's weird. Like, I have a completely different way I'm thinking about it.
No, it's fine.
I think that because my father had a lot of kids, and he was the sort of one that wanted to ensure we were all under the same roof, we were all equally catered to. He had planned so many things. So a lot of things that I did were just planned, like you had to do it. I wish I understood myself more and I knew what I wanted. So I don't even think my first degree, because I studied, was what I wanted to do. It was just like, you're a bit of a chatterbox, go and do mass communication. I don't really know. You're done from school because your sister went to do a second degree, go and do it. Everything just seemed planned.
And
it was just like, this is what you need to do. So because I need the 3 wives, if I did this for wife A's child and I didn't do it for wife B's child, there'll be issues. Everybody do this at this time. Everybody, I can't explain, but I wish I knew what I wanted. I wish I understood me before I did anything, before I picked a career path, before I got married. I wish I knew myself. I didn't know myself. I just did a lot of things, which I feel like my sense of awareness came at a very later time, even after childbirth. I feel like I just went with
what has been written.
Yes, I think there were lots of things that were not intentional. They happened. I don't regret. I love my life. I'm happy. But I feel like I wish I knew myself more. I possibly might have not even been in brand and communications, perhaps treasury.
Whoosh!
Labisi and this treasury.
But
But
you know
there's
what
this
I mean?
thing that I saw, and I think I sent it to the group, where she'd be like, she was showing different cards for different departments in the bank. Did you see it?
I saw that. I
Put
saw
Treasury,
that.
Lamborghini, and she put brands and communication, Ferrari, and put operations. Let's not go into
Let's
that.
not go into
Let's
that.
not even go
But
into
I
that.
really wish I just wish I knew who I was, what I liked, what I wanted to be. Just a little bit of thinking into a lot of things that I did. Or I wish I had a voice to say I wanted to do this. I didn't even know what I wanted, so I couldn't have had a voice.
But I feel like that's not unique to you, though. Like, a lot of us don't figure out. See, I feel I mean, I can only say this because I'm in my 30s, so I don't know what 40 is. So, I mean, later in the episodes or in the series, we'll have people that are a bit older, to share their own sort of perspective. But I feel like your most awareness as a woman in every facet of life happens in your mid-30s. That's when you understand this family, what is Coco, what am I doing? Even sexually, it's in your mid-30s. Everything is, okay, this is what I want, this is my career, this is... So you're not unique to not know what you want in your 20s. Most of us
definitely.
don't. Most of us don't. And the added advantage you have is you had someone that was mindful enough to curate it for you. To say, okay, go for masters, go for this. Because now we are doing all those things now.
Nah, 30s.
Even useful or not, do it, have it. It's another.
And I feel like you said about seasons. I feel like it was very important in every other thing you got post your first job. I think
the mass communication has helped.
It did help.
Even the fact that you had a second degree,
it helps you to get some jobs. So season.
Exactly. It added to you.
You had a second degree at 23. You can use it to get into a job. You have a second degree at 35. Okay. Okay. Welcome. Do you see what I mean? So, but yeah, I get it. So, I mean, just to wrap up, at the beginning, I'd asked you what you have on your plate. So just to end now, if you were to take something off your plate, like off your plate in any way, outsource it or change it with something. If you were to take something off your plate, what would it be? And if you were to bring something onto your plate, what would it be?
That's a lot of thinking.
I'll start. Again, I'm starting because I wrote it. So I've had help with GPT myself to say, okay, Kimi, this is what I'm saying. Help me say it in English. So for me, I mean, it's not to... What I would like to take a bit off of, and not that the career is not important to me, is to dial down the career thing a bit, delegate a bit more. So I'm starting to follow these people that have this quadrant. If it's not important and urgent, and so delegate a bit more. Just see, your time is your currency. So right now, I want to spend my time, where it matters, even at work. There are projects that will shine you. There are projects that are just energy draining. So reprioritize. And if I'm adding anything to my plate, is what I said earlier, myself. Like, bring myself more to the show. Like, go out more, do spa things. Just take care of yourself a bit more. Go to the gym. Like, just take care of the engine. So those are two things for me. Family cannot leave the plates. They are the plates.
Some things are just staying.
Some things are not going anywhere.
I mean, you're right. Even if I said like things were heightened, all the things that I said were heightened have always been there, right? You're just trying to tweak. You're just thinking, how can I have better outcomes when I think about these things? But the year is 40. I want to see the world a bit more.
Absolutely.
I want to bring me, and I want to be the focus of the place. I want to be at the center of the place. I want to be first.
Carry us in this place now.
I can't carry
us. Carry us.
I really want it to be about me this year. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like this is my season. If I feel like I deserve to go on holiday, so I want to see the world a bit more. And I think it would be around, if I feel like visiting this part of the world, I just want to be able to do that. I mean, I guess I need to do a little bit of work because the math has gone up.
No, I get you. And I mean, your children are age-wise, you're in a good place to do that. So you're in a good place to do that. So I mean, yeah. Over to you.
Oh, sorry. I've been thinking really hard.
Your plate's not a change.
I'm not sure what has to leave my plate.
I didn't say what had to leave my plate.
So it doesn't have to be utterly leave. So if there's just something you need, just reprioritize, re-strategize. And if your plate is your plate, honestly.
I'm sorry, Chinwe, because you're supposed to be talking. Something I didn't talk about is I actually want... I know I spoke about legacy plans, but I really do want to start a business. And I recall...
Chinwe and I cannot get enough of Labisi starting a business.
Yes.
Because she says that. Okay, so action plan. Okay, we want. So next steps. oh, guys, there's this poultry thing. Let's do it. Guys, there's this oil and gas thing. We can do it. Okay, we can do it. It's not just someone saying we can do it. Let's actually do it. No, go ahead. Okay, so you want to start a business. Do you have a direction you're thinking? I mean, you don't have to tell us what it is, but...
No. So, of course, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did go to culinary school.
Oh, yes, I
remember.
remember.
Back in 2015. And the only reason that business didn't take off the way I thought it should have was because I kept saying, I don't want to be a caterer per se. I want
little goals.
Yes.
I think, yes.
I want to find a way to commercialize, put some structure behind it. But I do want to go into business of food.
Okay.
Right? But that's something I want to bring back on my plate
and
and really look at it and figure out what's the right structure to drive this. How do we commercialize it fully? I don't know that what I have today allows me, say I want to cater to a party, but there's another structure. There's a world where
we're seeing that come out now.
Yeah, it's churning out. You can churn out and you balance it with something else.
Yes. And you can see a lot of those business models already.
Yes.
So. Okay, so you're bringing...
I would like to. I really would like to do that.
Second hustle to your plate.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you bringing since we're not taking off?
I think I like my plate. Yeah, like I said, these are the same things I've carried for a while. In the past, it used to be, I need to do my second degree, and I have that. So for me, I'm at a phase where I'm like, okay, what is next? Yes, I'm happy to bring more things to my plate. I don't know what, but anything leaving my plate. She said she wants to start a business. I've always wanted to do an NGO since in my 20s, but I just don't know what kind of NGO. Is it women? Is it children? Like, we're all doing the same thing. Well, how can I do something different? So that's something that I think that later on, not now, not next year, I'm going to have to introduce to my plate. Maybe next month, next 2 months, I would figure out what needs to leave my plate or what needs to be rejigged.
Something with impact for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Happy. So they're giving me a card that has something to sort of rile you guys up a bit. I hope it does, to be honest, because you've been too calm. All your answers are a bit too...
I wasn't calm.
A bit too... as if you saw the questions earlier. No. So let's do this. So this or that. So this is a would you rather. And if I wanted you to give me, additional context, I would ask. But I just wanted you to pick one. So would you rather, given everything we're spoken about, you have one trip a year. It's travel. Would you rather travel with the kids or would you rather travel with the girls? I'll start with you. Would you rather do a girls trip or a family vacation?
Family vacation.
Family vacation.
Once a year?
Just now. Just this year.
Just
not that in life.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to ask Chinwe. Do I really need to?
Do you know? You know the
Do
answer.
I really need to? So will it be travel with the girls?
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about it. Family. What girls? You girls? No, family vacation, definitely.
Don't even bother. What would I do? We've never had a family vacation. My daughter is 3.
And you've never had a girls trip?
I never had a girl. Oh, makes it tough.
Only vacation.
My daughter is young. And I'm one of those parents that, honestly, I don't judge as much now on the plane, but I also know I cannot sit down there. Don't sit down there. So I want to wait for her. Maybe when she's 4-ish, when she can take instruction a bit better, then we'll travel. So yes, family vacation as well. Let me not say girls trip.
No, but the girls trip is very important because I've been trying to make this happen, but we've had reasons why it's not going to happen. But trust me, next year I'm going to send...
Why? No, tell them the reason.
Excuse me, you're in school.
Oh no, I am in school.
And even you being in school, like you travel... Yeah.
Okay, we'll do
it. Then just not coming around.
Yeah. No, but it's going to come around. And then you're not saying anything.
Plan, actually.
Yeah, don't worry. When I have your time.
Because it's a girls trip, but it's juggling, is itinerary for 3 families. Ensuring all the families are fine. Yep. But people do it. Yeah, we should do one. We should do one.
Lots of people do.
Would you rather wake up early before everyone else and have a me time? Or would you rather sleep late and have a me time? So would you do your me time, 4 to 6, or are you a 10 to 12 glass of wine kind of person?
I'd rather wake up early.
Earlier? How early are we talking?
5 a.m.
Okay.
Didn't do that. The late night doesn't work for me. My morning is messed up. So
okay.
I mean, I do both because I have to, but I would rather wake up early. I mean, and there's some days I'm not able to wake up early, but I feel like I'm more productive in the mornings. I'd rather wake up early, 4 a.m., do what I need to do for myself, do what I need to do to get the family ahead, and sleep early. But in reality, I have to.
Where's the camera one? Where are they? Cannot be me. Wake up early. Cannot. Cannot be me. I am so not a morning person. I've tried with alarm. You know, there's this, if you don't know, there's this setting on your iPhone where you can put it, oh my G, like, who? Cannot be
Now
me.
instead of me, I have 4:45, 5,
know,
5:15, 5:20, 5:30, 6, 7, and sometimes I end up waking up at 7.
I'm
So
not,
all that
I'm not a
fuss for?
morning person. Yeah. So I'd rather have a late night. So she's asleep at 8, 9. I mean, now we've sort of figured out the bedtime thing. So she's asleep. I'm happy here with a glass of something. I love TV. Watch TV, press my phone. So I'm a night person. Would you rather a flexible remote job with less pay, or a high-paying job but more demanding?
For this season, high demand, high
Exactly what
pay.
I said.
Highest pay, high demand.
High-paying job, okay.
It's funny, I thought about it in seasons 2. Earlier in my career, I wanted to investment banking on Wall Street. So yes, most demanding, yeah. But in this season of my life, flexible job, less pay. Later season,
Host, I'm the host. I want a flexible job with high pay.
But you didn't give us that.
It's my place. I'm tired of seeing it. No, but on a more serious note, I'd say
you don't need all that. You don't need that much money.
Have you gone?
You don't need in life. You realize you don't need that much money.
Yes, you do.
But I don't need this little money either. So I don't know.
But there's that.
Yeah, a flexible remote job with less pay. Because really, guys, if you see demanding job,
I know.
I
know.
There are jobs that you get into and you're like, you know what, take your money.
Yes.
Take your money.
I don't want your money anymore.
I worked a job that working weekend was the norm. There was no special recognition. It was just what was expected. Like, there was no
Monday to Sunday.
I'm doing Monday to Sunday. Like, you cannot have your Saturdays in peace. You're getting one email that, like, PTSD, serious PTSD after the job. Oh, I took a break.
But yeah. So I think, again, yes, maybe in seasons. In this season of your life, of my life, I'd rather more time.
Yeah,
and that extra pay help me give.
And even on our first job, sometimes that we had to work weekend.
Are you joking?
On the first job. But it is sometimes, it's not every weekend. It can't be every weekend. What do you mean I work 7, as in, on paper, 5 days a week, but
in real life, 7 days a week. And it's morning to night.
And I don't even have the compensation to match it.
It's tough.
Yeah. Seasons, for sure. The second half of the year, if I can look at
FinCon guys, like, you know your busy periods, if I'm working on a deal, I know that, I'm working on this, I have to give it all. But this is not deal, this is not project, this is just for no reason. Yeah.
Oh my God. So the final this or that, this one I'll not collect context. Would you rather a partner who helps out without being asked? Like, he just does things, but he messes it up a bit. Right, so I mean, there's this thing going on Instagram. There's a guy who was trying to help his wife. I think there's one, she was putting up milk, then she tried to pack it and he jumped on the home, like stuff like that. So something like that. So do you want someone who just wants to help you, but you're saying, babe, clean this table, but he's cleaning with a napkin with grease, and you're like, So do you want a partner who helps intuitively, but just messes things up a bit, or someone who you have to solicit the help, give instructions, and then will help you?
I'll take the former.
Speak your English clearly. That will help
intuitively.
you
intuitively. Yeah. I don't need to tell you.
Okay.
Help. You mess it up. We fix. I'll tell you what to do next time when you're doing it. You know what not to do. So help.
Absolutely.
Help.
Because you waiting for me to give you instructions is going to stress me out the more and add to my already full plate.
You're probably going to argue with the instructions because the way you might deliver. I don't know. Definitely, let's go with the first.
But even with men, even after giving you instructions, don't you see all these things on Instagram? And I can actually relate. Send your husband, please, can you buy milk? I say, baby,
I'm at this shop.
Should I have this milk on this
What type of milk? Oat milk, soya milk. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
I'm like, just buy milk.
Help.
Figure it out. What if I was away? Just
help intuitively, because and this is not even just partnership. So just generally, I say to people that you can fix anything in life. You can do and you can teach anybody anything. But see, attitude, you can't help it. Yep. So if you have the attitude to help normally, is in it. Because you want to help, you will learn what you need to do.
Yes.
But if internally you're not a helpful person, I can't deal with it. So same thing at your job. I'd rather hire someone at a certain level though. I'd rather hire someone who is lacking in technicality, but has a very hungry attitude and I can learn it attitude, over someone who is very technical but
can't even
figure it out. Has a shitty attitude. Yeah. So I think same. I'll pick the former. Someone who helps. My husband will help you. You will do it, but we will help you.
At least he helps.
It will help you.
It will
help you. No. That's even taking credit away from you. It will help you. Thank you very much for coming. thank you very much for believing that this thing will leave my WhatsApp. So thank you. I don't take it for granted at all.
How to say
yes, go ahead.
I just want to say that this is really inspiring because you're sort of inspiring us to take things, to say something, stick to it, and actually.
We bet, she bet. That's what they call it in Yoruba.
Talk and do.
Don't talk and that's my.
It's talk and do.
Talk and do. Yes, but it took a while, Sha, and it took a lot of do it, and I don't know if they're going to air this or not. It also took. I don't want to take the credit.
Your husband.
It took again. So I'm so sorry. I'm not a pick me, but he picked me. Yes, my husband was like, "What's the worst that can happen? You record it. We don't like it. We'll just remove it. Like, yeah, it's your money, it's your time, right? But not recording it is what you're gonna hate. So just do it. I mean, absolutely. And then him, one person, and then the second person. She's in this room and she's going to get all blushy now. Is Pien. So she's the person sort of curating it. She's content corner. I'm take her user. So I mistakenly mentioned. So I have a friend who uses that for something. So I just mistakenly mentioned, I'm like, see, I'm trying to do a podcast. I'm not sold on it, right? How to do it, but I'm a very busy person. She called me every day. Since I told her November, I didn't have peace. So we scheduled it. She's like, fantastic. You can do it, man. You can do it. She came to my office. We had a meeting. I'm like, God, who sent this girl after me? So she's very instrumental in making this thing happen as quick as it happened, you know. So yes, I also appreciate her for that.
Shout out PN.
Hello.
I know I laughed at you a lot. And I sent you something earlier this year. You know that thing they sent on Instagram? They said something about somewhere, going into New Year, somewhere is trying to gather whatever instrument for a podcast. You know, I sent to her, laughing at her like,
I think I remember.
Oh, don't join her. And she's like, oh, you're laughing at me. I'm like, I'm laughing. So I laughed at her a lot because I didn't think she was going to do it. But I'm not surprised. It's Nifemi. Like, just the way she knows me. She, like, if she wants to get something done, she'll do it. And I'm proud of you for getting it done, even if I laughed at you. So, yeah, even though I laughed at you. So, congratulations.
It was good laughing.
Thank you. It was good laughing.
Yeah, I just didn't believe. But she'll do the same. She'll do the same.
The same thing, yeah. I didn't believe as well. So let's not give too much away, but there's an episode on support systems. You need people to push you. You need people to support you in doing many things. And if there's a voice you hold very critical, and like, imagine that I asked my husband and he goes, this is cho you're doing at home, you want to go and do on screen. I'm never going to do it.
Shut down.
Yeah, so you need people that will just sell you, whatever it is. Okay, so to appreciate you guys a bit, you know, just a bit, just a small token of appreciation. And I'm hoping one of the things in this bag will help you navigate your plates a bit better. So thank you. I hope this is useful for you.
Thank you, Nifemi.
Chinwe.
Drama.
When it comes to you, I'm so dramatic and animated. But yes, this is for you as well.
Thank you. I love it.
I hope you like it.
Thank you.
It's just something thoughtful we thought to put together as the team. So thank you. What I mean, you guys are my girls, and I'm very sure, I'm sold in my mind you'll be this will be successful. I will have repeat episodes. So when I invite you the next time, go see bag. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, well,
it's one time.
Agba lunch.
There'll be food, exactly.
Yeah, that's okay. That brings us somehow to the end of the pilot episode, which I love so much and I don't want to end. But there's a series of episodes coming where we'll talk about, you know, different things. There's an episode on sisterhood. There's an episode on health where we'll have a doctor joining us and, you know, telling us as women things to look out for. There are a lot more episodes on career. So this is the right place to be if you joined us. Please stick around. Thank you for watching.